Good morning, everyone. Let me fix this camera because today I don't have anything on my face. I just woke up. As you see, my hair is still in this because I have great news. I have huge news. I feel like I'm accomplished. I was like, I need to share this with my subscribers. That's why I did not take a shower yet. I did not get ready because I have great news. So you guys, I potty trained my kids in 2 days. Before you say, well, I thought you've been doing this for weeks and you've tried, this is what I mean. As you guys know, if you watch my previous video of training the potty training the twins, about how I was telling you about how frustrated I was, how crazy I was going, and I've been doing it for weeks. This is what I did. I followed the literature of people, just reading, following what the literature was saying. And then I'm not saying that this is what you should do or this is what any parent should do, but I want to tell you exactly what I did in 2 days. I ditched what other people were saying. I was like, okay, I need to follow someone right now, and that person is God. You may say, well, there's no potty training in the Bible. I know. So the literature was saying that if my baby has an accident, I should not make them ashamed. I should not then make them like think, oh well, it's okay, baby, I know you did that, it's an accident, you'll be fine. People are saying that I should do that. That did not work. So what did I do? I was like, okay, how does God parent us? When you do something wrong, does God say, it's okay now, you have sinned, you'll be fine, you'll try again later? God tells us, no, don't sin, do not do this. So I took that. I'm not saying accidents of potty training are sin or anything like that, but I made my child realize that is wrong and he should not do it again. I was just showing him the strong face. I was like, okay, you should not be doing that. That is wrong. Mommy does not have time for all those. And then I did that. The first day, they got it. And he got it. But what he did, he started like hiding when he was doing number 2. Number 1, I told you guys in my previous video, they were doing fine with number 1. Number 2, he'll be here on my side, but when he was doing number 2, he'll go and hide in the other room, but he was having pull-ups then. So the second day, I took off everything. They were naked, but they knew that they do wrong. And when he was doing that accident of number 2 on himself, hiding from me because he knew this is not right, I went to him and say, you don't do that. You don't poop yourself. You don't do that. That's not for you. And then you have to poo in the toilet because he knows. The moment he started hiding, that means that he knew. He's always known, even on those days when I say, it's okay. No, at that time I said, no, it's not okay. And then second day, he told me, because I'm usually a strict mom. When I say no, I mean no. Even though some of my subscribers are saying, well, why do you let them do this? I say, they're still kids. There's things that I'm letting my kids do because they're children. I'm not gonna be like saying no to everything because they're still children. There are things that I know this is a child, he'll outgrow it. And then there are things that I know, okay, no. Second day, I stripped up of everything. I prayed, of course. And then I was like, okay, I left the carpet open. I did not put anything on the carpet. I was watching them like a hawk. It was very emotionally straining because I had to make sure that I watched them in case there was an accident. Guess what? One of the twins, I'm not gonna say which twin because I want to just make my kids proud, both of them. One of the twins came to me and told me, Mama, I want to pee. They went to pee and then they ended up doing number 2 on the potty. And then he called me with a weird face like, Mommy, coming to show me. At that time, because he has done good, I praised him like never before. And then in the afternoon, because he kept on peeing because they were fully naked, in the afternoon, he did number 2 again in the potty. The second twin, which I'm not gonna say which, is not done number 2 yet. So yesterday he did not. Yesterday when he woke up first thing in the morning, he did number 2 in the diaper, because that's what I do at night. I'll put a diaper on them just in case they're gonna do it when they're sleeping, because I don't want to mess. I don't want to what do you call it? I don't want to risk this. And then he did number 2 in the morning when I was working out, because this is what I do. First thing in the morning, I'll wake up to work out, but the kids are awake. So he did number 2 yesterday in the diaper. So he hasn't done number 2 yet in the potty. But the thing is, one of the twins is fully potty trained during the day in just 2 days, by ditching the pricing method of saying, not the pricing method, by the saying of it's okay. And no, I did not give any what do you call it, treats, because my kids don't eat sweets. I know some people are gonna say you're weird, mom. You do eat some sweets once in a while, but they don't consider sweets the greatest thing ever. The only thing that they'll deem the greatest thing ever is brownies. I did not have time to cook brownies for those potty training stuff. I want them to know that when you're done good, it's a job, you did good, that's great, you're gonna be good. I did not give them any treats. Some of you are suggesting that I should do stickers. I was like, I don't have time to go to the store to buy stickers. So I just did it the hardcore African mom, and I mixed in the traits of the Bible of how God deals with us, and it worked like a charm. And I'm not saying any parent should do it. And with Michael, I'm going to do the same way, because that's worked. The other way of doing that took longer, because people are saying don't make the child feel ashamed when they have done number 2 on themselves. But for me, I did that. I just made them feel ashamed that it's wrong, and it worked. So maybe it's different for both. Like people will say, parenting does not come with a manual. But at the same time, I usually tend to see that the writings don't follow the Bible in a way. So, for example, even with disciplining your child, people are different. The Bible says something different, people say different. Everything people say different, the Bible says different. For example, with eating, the Bible says different, the dieting culture says different. So I tend to kind of follow the Bible more, and that's what I did with the principles of the Bible, to show the child that they have done wrong, and then make them realize that doing wrong is not good, and all stuff like that. And it worked in 2 days. Good morning, sir. I'm about to do your 6 months update. Are you really good? Yeah? Guys, my son is good, baby. I have a surprise for you. Maggie. Ah. Yeah, someone has 2 teeth. Ah. Yeah, someone has 2 teeth. Someone has teeth. Look, guys, I feel like I'm the big mom now. My baby has teeth. My twins are potty trained. I mean, what great offense is that? And you guys, let's talk about what it does to me as a mom to really finally potty train. It lifted off this thing of very sadness, because they're 3 years old. Some people are saying you potty train them late just because they don't know the story of the twins. I'm not gonna go into that, because there are people in my channel that are new to my channel, don't know why I did everything late and stuff like that. But it lifted off this burden off my shoulders. Like, I cannot explain how it made me feel. Yesterday, I called my husband. I said, honey, do I sound like the happiest woman ever? He said, yeah, you sound happy. Why? I said, I potty trained the boys. He was happy too. I don't know what it made him feel, but there's this thing taken off my shoulders. We haven't gone out with them yet, but it's been 2 days. This is the 3rd day now, and they're fully potty trained during the day. And to me, that is huge. And I'm just hoping that when they go outside, they don't want to get nervous. And how do you feel? We just woke up, guys. We don't mind our faces that look like. How do you feel, baby? So since they're twins, I didn't want to buy 2 potties. I know it sounds crazy, because it's going to be, I believe that it was going to be a short time. So what I did, I bought this one potty, and it's Fisher Price potty, and this is how it looks like. Please focus on the potty. So it's just a potty, and They still do it in the potty, by the way. And then I bought this. This you put it on the toilet for the baby to be able to sit well, because the mouth of the toilet is huge. So that's the opening. The mouth. The opening of the toilet is big, so you put this you put this on top because it's for the baby. So that's what I did. And what you put on your shots when you want to pee, where do you go? In the potty, in the toilet. So we call this potty toilet. So I'm gonna say something, baby. Hey guys, say hi guys. So yeah, that's what happened. I feel so accomplished because I told you guys that it's gonna be the hardest thing I've ever done as a mom. That is because I was following other people for what worked for them. I started to honestly, if I was to do it this way, I would have said it is the easiest thing that I've ever done. So it just shows that sometimes you need to follow the principles that God has laid down for us instead of just like trusting other sources and stuff. So yeah. Kiss, okay, kiss. Okay. Just kill up, kiss. Another subscriber of mine commented saying, "Now, there's a YouTuber that I watch. Her name is the tribe of many, and someone said she put it in 3 days. I was like, if she can do it in 3 days, I mean, I forgot what, I didn't know what she did, but she did it in 3 days. I was like, if she can do it in 3 days. Someone told me in the comments that they did it in a week. I was like, okay, if these people are doing it in short time, that means they're doing it right. I mean, that means not that they're doing it right, because I don't think they say right or wrong method. It's just a matter of what works in your household. So it doesn't really come with a manual. Every parent is different. Every child is gonna be different, but what works will work for you as a parent. So have grace on yourself if you're still going through this, and try to know that every child is different. Some kids are going to take longer, some kids are going to take short. It's just you doing what you know is going to work for your child. And yeah, I feel so accomplished. Yesterday, when it was still new, it's still new even now. I don't know if you guys, parents, can relate to this. They pee literally every 5 minutes, like forcing it down, like just like fighting it to come out. I'm like, boys, it's not gonna, you don't do it that way. Here is Mr. Mikey with Michael. This is what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for him to be 8 months. I know some people say that I have great big expectations for Michael, but I'm just gonna explain to you guys something about potty training in our culture. In Botswana, a child is usually potty trained by 1 year in general. 2 years maximum. If your child is 2 years, he's fully potty trained in our culture. A lot of times, especially in my family with my mom. My mom usually starts potty training the child the moment the child starts sitting. She just starts that, and what we do, we make a sound like a child. Usually when they go to number 2, they make that blushing face, and like, so that's what they do. And then we wait to see that child. Every time he does that thing, you put it on the potty, and then you make the sound. And then they're going to, eventually after some weeks, depending on how fast the child is going to associate that noise with potty. And then every time you do that sound, every time you do that sound on the potty, the child does whatever he wants to do, whether it's number 1 or number 2. So that's what they associate that sound with. And then after the child is smart enough, they will start showing you, because they don't talk yet, they'll start showing you by squatting. When you see them squatting by themselves, you know they are going. So we usually, my cousin, believe it or not, started at 6 months. The child is fully potty trained. In my home with my mom, I'm gonna talk about my home. We don't buy disposable diapers for you during the day. No, disposable diapers, for example, or cloth diapers are usually when we visit. Because, for example, with Caleb and Joshua, I'm not yet 100% confident that they're gonna be doing this if they're out at the mall. So at that time, we may use pull-ups and still try to tell them like you don't do it, and in hope that they're still going to be asking to go out. So let me say this thing also, because it's not always going well. One other thing that they do when they're still new, I mean with my kids, because every child is different, is that because at first I was stripping off their clothes, right, and they were always naked. When I put on the big boy Andy, they peed, because they are so, for some reason pull-ups makes them lazy and they think that they can go in themselves. And then they went there, and then guess what? It leaked. You should have seen their face, like, oh. And then he came running to Mama and tell Mommy, pee, because he realized that he done an accident. At that time, I didn't say no, you don't do that. I was not really sort of strict. He realized by himself that he's done something wrong. So kind of like when we put undies on, they kind of like remember. So for now, I'm just gonna be having the undies sometimes, but most of the time I'm just gonna have them naked, because this is still new for maybe a month or so, and then after a month I can start introducing them back. So I don't want you to think that they are always in undies. No, they are usually always in the naked, fully naked, and then this kind of make them have some accidents. And since now they still remember the pull-ups, maybe if I wait a month and not put them all the time, they're going to remember that, okay, they're gonna forget and realize that they have to tell me. So I'm kind of making them to forget pull-ups. Let's see how that's gonna work well. So when they go out for a walk today, we're not gonna put on pull-ups, we're gonna put on undies to make them realize that even outside you still have to go potty, not on yourself. Joshua loves that thing. I don't know, he loves that thing so much. Yes, play. Okay, you wanna say bye, boo boo? Yeah, he's such a smiley. Yeah, I'm have to put that thing away. So yeah, that's really what worked for us, and I hope this video is going to really encourage another parent that you can do it. If Nell did it with 2 boys, you can do it with 1. You can do it with 2, you can do it with 3, as long as you're patient and try to do what works for you. And also learn from your parents, because for me, this thing, I'm not gonna take credit for that. I'll be lying if I say yes, it's all me because I read the Bible. No, it was not all it was not all that. It was also my mom. My mom told me take off their pants and everything. Even some of your comments, you said that. And also my mom did not tell me to say no to them. I mean, that part I took it from the Bible, but all things I'll say, try to ask your parents how they potty trained you as a person, and try to learn. There's wisdom in the gray head. I mean, that's what the Bible even teaches a lot of times. I mean, not all the time that a gray-headed person is smart, but usually they're smarter than you. They know. So it's always good to have, go and play. It's always good to have wisdom from your parents. So yeah, I'm gonna close this vlog here. I hope it's going to really encourage some of you out there to know that you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. So yeah, bye guys. You wanna say bye, baby? Sit down here. Sit down here. Sit down here, Joshi. You wanna say bye guys?